been asked a lot of times to do follow-up videos on games I've already done. I mean, MMOs are living and breathing worlds that are constantly changing, so these requests are not without merit. But there are a lot of games out there that I need to make jokes about. I don't have that kind of time. What, you think I'm just made of time? Well, I'm not. I'm mostly made of mushy, gooey red stuff. And then I heard about the changes to Firefall. Now, I really loved Firefall back when I looked at the game a year ago. The openness of the game, the lack of questing, the lateral character progression. Heck, Firefall is even on my top 11 MMOs list, so I figured I owed it a second look. Because apparently it's pulled a complete 540 triple axle jump, kick, flip, ollie. Okay, you caught me, I don't know skateboards. You crazy kids and your rock music and your Tony Hawk. Well, a lot of smaller stuff is different, such as the intro with the not quite Wheatley snarky computer being made into a much more streamlined tutorial, and Oil Spill and I not going out to Club Penguins. The biggest change here is the leveling system. Gone is the lateral progression of old in favor of a more level-based system. I've heard a lot of people say that this makes Firefall just like every other MMO. No. Well, kind of, but no. Now, for me, and I'm gonna stress that here because this is my opinion, and I don't try to push my opinions on anyone, so don't yell at me just because your opinion differs from mine. It's called tolerance. But if you disagree with me, I will find you. Levels are not the problem when it comes to being like every other MMO. It's more about the distinct lack of effort that many games show. From minute one, Firefall feels as though it has some effort put in, and with how long it's been in development, I would certainly hope so. Levels just provide a more tangible feel of increasing power for players. One issue I've always had with lateral progression is that it sometimes is hard to notice and properly gauge just how strong you're becoming over time. Levels simply quantify it. Borderlands does it and everybody loves it! Now, the side effect of levels is that it almost forces the once sandboxy world to be broken up into segments by level. From level 1 to 9 you're here, from level 10 to 15 you're here, and so on. But Firefall at least does it a bit differently. Typically in MMOs, there's an actual border, zone, or a completely different map that will let you know you're probably not supposed to be there. Firefall would rather you just learn your own lesson, as a friend and I did when we attempted to do a thumper just outside of the starting zone that was apparently way out of our level. Got our asses kicked. And I loved it. I'm going back in for more. The other big change from when I first played was the introduction of the job board. I've heard a lot of complaints that this simply just adds questing into the game. And that's kind of true, but I don't see the job board as a lot of other people do. Some people see the job board as the end-all be-all of things to do. All you do is the job board to level and nothing else. Now, I see the job board as more of a companion to all the other things you can do in-game. I enjoy thumping, exploring, and doing dynamic events all around the map. The job board is great when I just feel like doing something quick. I also feel like it gives people who are looking for a bit more direction. Direction. That was badly written. People who would rather do something else, like me, can. Although the job board can be rather enjoyable, like when I had to take down a leader of a gang. This was pretty freaking tough. Or I might just suck, which is more than likely the case. The other changes are minor, but I feel for the better. The crafting system has been simplified a bit and has a much better layout. The world is a lot larger than I remember it being. There was also a really fun dungeon that I played through early on with a friend that let me experience how the classes or frames interact and complement each other. And the rest of the game still feels as good as it did before. Controls are solid, shooting things is satisfying, jetpacking and gliding around is fun as hell, the different frames feel unique and varied, and I'm Batman. Except on a purple bike and dressed in white, but that doesn't really matter because I'm Batman. All in all, the new Firefall is almost an entirely different beast from the old Firefall, but both are good in their own right. And I think this can be seen in the fact that the game isn't a total mess after completely changing directions so late in the development cycle. I can see why purists are upset that the Firefall they once knew and were promised is different now, but if you can get over that, I think you'll find a very entertaining game waiting for you. Is it perfect? No, but nothing in this world is. Except for me. I'm flawless. I'm also Batman. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Make sure to visit MMORPG.com for all your MMO related news. And if you like this video, make sure to visit my YouTube channel for more silly MMO related videos. There are links in the description below.